December usually means Christmas, and we are getting a Christmas episode in Hirogaru Sky PreCure. Hello everyone, it's Leo, and I know we're all excited about wonderful PreCure, but Hirogaru Sky is here. It's almost getting into its end game, and we have episode titles for December from this season, and they seem to be super interesting. We are getting a Christmas episode, yes, but the other ones seem to be raising some questions. We are starting this month with something that seems to be a very intense episode, which is episode 43, which is called Prism Shine, Illuminate Your Heart. Episode 44 is called The Great Princess and the Legendary PreCure. Honey, what's going on? Episode 45 is called The Gentle Girl of the Undergu Empire, and episode 46, Hero's Christmas. So let's talk about the episodes. Episode 43 is going to be an episode in which Cure Prism, or Mashiro, will finally discover that Monda is actually Batamonda. And it seems that he will be controlled to fight against Cure Prism. So it's going to be a very intense episode for sure. I cannot wait to see what is going to happen this time around. Episode 44 seems to be an episode related to Elchan or Majesty. It's called The Great Princess and the Legendary PreCure. So we know a little bit about the Legendary PreCure. She was someone who protected Skyland from the Undergu Empire forces way back then. And since then, no one knows what happened to her, and we don't know what happened to her. The story hasn't mentioned her since. We haven't seen anything about her yet, but it seems that they are going to touch on her story in episode 44. I think it's related to Elle because they mentioned the Great Princess in the title. So the only princess we have, at least what we know of, is Elchan or Cure Majesty. So I really think that this episode is going to focus on Elle's story and relation to the Legendary PreCure. And do you think that the Legendary PreCure is someone we already know in the cast? Maybe like Yo-Yo is the Legendary PreCure? Or do you think it's someone new? Or do you think Elle was the Legendary PreCure? Like she used all her power and she became a baby. We've seen that happening before in PreCure and other stories. I feel like that is a possibility for this story as well. So this might be the case. Elle might have been, Cure Majesty might have been the Legendary PreCure already. So I don't know. This might be something. And episode 45 is called The Gentle Girl of the Undergu Empire. So this episode is probably going to focus on Undergu Empire. And this episode is also going to introduce us a new character, the Gentle Girl. Interesting to mention that so far there's only one woman in Undergu Empire that we know of, who is, not Cure Butterfly, Empress Undergu. She is the only one we know who is a woman. The only other figures we know that come from Undergu Empire are all men or like male figures because they're not actually human, but you know what I mean. And Empress Undergu is the only one who's a woman, but she is not a girl. She's a woman. And the title of the episode in Japanese says shoujo, which means a young girl. So it's probably like a young girl. We don't know if it's a baby like Elchan or if it's a young girl like Sora, Mashiro, or Tsubasa. You know, as young as Tsubasa, for example. Not saying that Tsubasa is a girl. So it can be from that range, you know. So I think this character is also going to be very important for the story as well. And I feel like we might discover more from Undergu Empire through this character. I wonder if this character is going to be another way of the Cures trying to understand Undergu Empire a little better. I feel like this happened in episode 42 with Sora or Cure Sky. She was trying to understand what was going on with Undergu Empire. She was trying to see their sides. And now this girl might befriend the girls, might befriend Elchan, and they might start trying to understand Undergu a little more. You know, Hard to say. And the last episode of the month is episode 46, which is called Heroes Christmas. So this is definitely an episode that is going to be Christmas themed. We don't know if it's already going to be part of the last arc of the show, which might make sense. Another interesting thing to mention is that they say Hirotachi no Kurisumasu in Japanese, and when they say Hirotachi, it's more than one hero. It's plural. So it's not only like you can think, oh, it's a hero episode, so it's focused on Sora. Not necessarily. It's going to focus on more than one hero. So I feel like it's just the full group. You know, it's the Christmas of the heroes from Hirogaru Sky PreCure, the whole team. That's more or less how I'm feeling about the Christmas episode. That's my hunch that this episode is going to bring us. And the last Sunday of December, which is 31st, is not going to bring us an episode. It's the usual New Year's break we have. There's another thing we have to consider here. Hirogaru Sky is finishing December with 46 episodes. In January, we don't usually have breaks, so we are going to have 4 episodes in January that could total 50 episodes in Hirogaru Sky PreCure. The thing about that is Hirogaru Sky PreCure is settled to have 48 episodes, judging by the Blu-rays and the DVD releases. When you go to the last Blu-ray, you can find that the last Blu-ray, the 4th volume, is going to have from 37 to 48. So it's going to end in 48. Each Blu-ray has 12 episodes. So the last one will have the last 12 episodes, and it's going to finish in 48 episodes. At least that's what the Blu-ray listings in websites say. So you can already purchase the Blu-ray. So it says it's going to have 48 episodes. But I really don't see a possibility of this show ending with 48 episodes for 2 reasons. The first one, if Wonderful PreCure would start earlier than usual, I feel like they would have already revealed the website a little earlier than usual as well, and they would probably update the website earlier than usual as well. I feel like it's going to start in the first weekend of February. Apart from that, what are they going to do with the last 2 weeks from January on TV? Like, is it going to be just a blank? Are they going to re-air some episodes? It's just weird. And how are they going to finish Hirogaru Sky after the Christmas episodes with only 2 episodes? Judging by the titles, they might start the last arc after Christmas. That's usually what happens in PreCure. So like 4 episodes for the last arc is a good amount. Or maybe 3 episodes for the last arc is a good amount. And the last episode is usually, or lately, is being an epilogue. So it's something that I feel we should think about. You know, theorize a little bit, but we can't lose focus on the 48 number that we have on Blu-rays, etc. So it's kind of hard to know where we're going to go from here. Are we going to have more breaks than usual in January? What is going to happen with Hirogaru Sky? Maybe they're counting like 47 and 48 episodes, like episodes that are longer than usual, like 40 minutes. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think, like, there are 2 episodes in one. In the Blu-ray, they're going to be like 2 episodes in one. And in TV, they're going to be separate episodes. What are they going to do? I am so curious. But I'm also so excited. I feel like we're finally going to learn more about Undergu Empire, which is something I've been dying to learn. I just really like the idea of Undergu. I think they are a very mysterious group of villains. I think they are great villains so far. I also am very curious for the Empress Undergu story, the Legendary Cure's story. I feel like there's so much for them to unveil, and I'm just curious. And I feel like this month will give something to us. Like, who is this gentle girl from the Undergu Empire? The Undergu Empire people are so, like, vicious and fierce in what they do. There's no space for gentleness. We've seen that along the whole show. So who is this girl? Why is she a gentle girl? Are they trying to actually protect this girl? Like, they're doing what they're doing because they want to protect her? That's their goal? I'm so curious. Anyways, babies, this is it for now. I'm going to take this little time to thank the members of the Magical Cinnamon channel. If you are a member, thank you very much for your support. And if you've watched up until now, thank you so much as well. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time. Bye-bye.